Hi, Caron here, Caron Masado here. Talking to my mothers of boys. All right, so last week was very, very disturbing. We saw where we had our boys and children overall very, very, very disrespectful to authority, to teachers, to themselves. And then our Prime Minister came out and said, they probably have to. They didn't say they are. They said they may have to put measures in place to hold parents accountable for their children's action. Statistical Institute of Jamaica, Statin, says 90% of the Jamaican household is run by mothers but the maternal mothers or grandmother. 90% on the shoulders of mothers or grandmother. We are having an issue in Jamaica. Our boys are out of control for the most part. And it shows because statistic again shows that the highest rate of murder is committed by men and boys. Okay, so we understand that. Now, I said to myself, okay, let me go digging and see what is in place for mothers. Not talking about abused women now. Not talking about women group that's just there for women. I'm talking about for mothers with boys. Because I do believe you need a special set of skills to raise boys. First and foremost, we're females and we can understand so much and know more about the male because their development stage is different from ours. So I said, okay, and if I am wrong, please correct me because I'm no expert in this area. I'm a mother of 3 boys, but I've been through hell and back with my 3 boys. The eldest is 21, the second one is 17, the baby is 13 years old. And I'm just going to be sharing my experiences so that I can also help other mothers with boys that are younger than mine, and they can learn from my experience and even share their experiences with other moms, because I do believe that right now, and my mind frame or my mindset at this time is to start something and to help mothers with boys, because I do believe that the lack of knowledge in how to raise our boys properly is the root cause of the problem. So kudos to the mentorship program for boys. Kudos to all the things that are in place to help boys to teach them. But the person who needs the greatest teaching or teachings are the mothers. So, our mothers, trust me when I tell you that I understand. I understand. And it's not easy. All right, let me share my experience with, one of many experiences, with how I had to discipline one of my child. All right, my baby, when he was about 2.5, 3, trying to remember the exact age, he was a stubborn child. And when I say stubborn, I didn't really take off my mother, but he was a stubborn child. Everything you tell him to do, he did the opposite. At 2, 3, my philosophy is what is not cute at 15 is not cute at 2. So this particular day, I took something from him. Threw himself on the ground, throwing a temper tantrum. The first thing, we come to our mind as parents, I slap that out of you. But Because I realized his temperament, I realized that beating him at that point would not teach him a lesson. So I put him in a corner. I said, you're going to get 15 minutes timeout. And the child started crying and threw himself on the ground and move. I put him back. And every time he moves, I put him back. Every time he moves, I put him back. This took about 2 hours. Fighting, he's wiggling out of my hand. He decided that he was not going to stay in that corner, and I decided that he was going to stay. And he cried and he cried and in temper and saying, I want my father, I want my. I said, your father is not going to come. You have to listen to me. It took 2 hours to break him. He sat in the corner, looking at me, and then he sat there. After 15 minutes, I went for him, took him up, and I said to him, Mommy love you. You have to listen to when Mommy speak to you, because Mommy have to protect you. It is not easy to hear him cry. It wasn't easy, but I had to do it. Because at 13 now, he has to understand that there are many perils out there. When I speak to him, I'm not speaking to him because I want to throw a level of authority over him to say, I'm your mother and you're the child. You have to listen to me because that, and no. I want your best interest at heart. But for the mothers out there, it is a daunting thing when the child cries. And it breaks our heart to hear them cry. But keep this in mind. Whatever is not cute at 2 is not cute at 15. Can you imagine him behaving like that at 15? I could not have spoken to him then. No. By then it would have been too late to speak to him. Too late. Thank God I was able to do that. But we have to be here for each other. We have to stand with each other. We have to support each other. You have to ask for help as mothers. It's not an easy road, raising boys. And I think more things need to be put in place to help counsel. Because not only do we have to deal with raising the boys, most of the household are single mothers, and they have to work. And if the grandparents are not there, or the grandmother is not there, who they leave the boys with? And they have to deal with the stress of work and the stress of not earning enough. The stress of being a woman. The stress of doing this all by herself. And now to add on it, I need to be held responsible when I need help. It's the Prime Minister. Mothers need help. They need counseling. They need assistance. They need help. They need somebody to help teach them in how to raise boys. And trust me, I've come to realize that the professionals know exactly what the problems are. They know. And I guess if you read a lot, you will learn. But you're so busy with everyday life. It would just be good for somebody to say, okay, let me help teach you. If we start teaching our mothers, us as mothers, how to raise our boys with morals, with boundaries, with guidelines, then we will not have so much murders, so much rape, so much disrespect for our women. So mothers, I understand. Let's start talking. Let's start sharing so that those like me who have gone through a lot, and those who have even bigger boys or men that they grew, they can share. We can share our experiences and ask how to, so that we can start healing our boys and our men and the wider community and the country. All right? Thank you.